guys, Brenden here. Just thought I'd do a quick video on what Rassie's plans might be for the Loftus test now against Argentina. Of course, the Rugby Championship is over. This is a friendly. They've got a significant psychological advantage over Argentina at the moment. And it's their last domestic game before they head off to Japan for that pre-World Cup game against Japan. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting one, because what does Rassie do right now? He's got momentum. He's got the team functioning well. He's got a lot of he's got the 23 that played in Salta has really put their hands up, and I don't think any of them won't be going to the World Cup. So what's he going to do this week at Loftus? Well, I think the first thing you must know is he's going to experiment again. It's his last chance to try out a couple of guys before he names his final squad. And I think that'll be the work, or how they say, that'll be the main goal of this test as well. Nobody cares who wins or loses it. Of course, the Springbok fans always want them to win. Rassie needs to round out his World Cup squad and make sure that the entire squad of 31, I think it is as strong as it can be, and not just the starting lineup. Remember, you get injuries. There's a lot of factors. You might get a suspension here or two in a World Cup. So you need a strong squad. So he's going to experiment. So who does that mean should play? Well, I think you're going to probably see the likes of Kobus Reinach hasn't had a chance yet. I think he'll probably get a run in under Rassie. I think he deserves a chance to start. I think Herschel Yankees might be around there. I'm not sure who they start with. I think probably Kobus at this time. I think a guy like Vincent Koch needs to come in. He's really an important part, is that if he's going to be that backup tight head for the box as well, he'll definitely be one of the guys to have a look at there. Louis de Jager hasn't played much. He played in Johannesburg. If you look at those guys who played in Joburg, and a couple of the French guys, Marcel Coetzee would be another one. Marco van Staden was in the Bok camp, and I think he'll also probably get a chance against Argentina. Yeah, I think mostly the team is probably about 80% settled, but there are a couple of decisions that Rassie does need to make, and those are going to be some of them as well. So I think we're going to probably see that. Probably a couple of players getting their chance. Probably the nucleus of that Johannesburg team playing anyway. And I think other guys will get a well-deserved rest as well. So I'm not too worried. I think we're going to. It's going to be an interesting open game, and there'll be guys. The motivation will be to play for your spot in the World Cup. And if that's not enough motivation for any player, well, then they're in the wrong team. So I'm sure that'll be enough for them as well. I suppose you go to the next question is, what about the injured players? Well, I think time's running out for guys like Warren Whiteley. Yeah, it's basically, they admitted at the Lions his injury hadn't responded the way they'd liked it to. So I think Warren's probably out. Unfortunately, it's very sad. He's a great guy, Warren. I think who else? Damon Willems is not going to make it, I don't think. He's also only going to come back for Western Province in a couple of weeks. And I think the big question is the Piwe Deanti, because there's been some rumours his hamstring hasn't responded the way that they wanted to respond. And to see the World Rugby's Breakthrough Player of the Year not there be really a travesty. And I think Cheslin Colby's probably stepped into that void and really made himself valuable for the box. But you'd like a PUE to be. You never want to see a player that missed for injury. I think the only other question that really needs to be answered is, can anybody from outside the squad force their way in? I know a lot of people are probably asking about the likes of Kerwin Bosch and guys like that. Guys, at this moment, I doubt it. I doubt any player who hasn't been involved with the team just yet, unless there's an injury. There's guys playing in the Currie Cup like Marco van Staden and Dylan Raids who will definitely, I'm sure, get their shot as well. But I think anyone else outside that, I don't think is going to make it very easily into the squad. So I think you probably will do some videos next week about who the candidates are to go to Japan. But for now, I don't think that anyone else is going to come really into the reckoning just yet. Of course, there is a chance that Rassie might always surprise us and bring somebody, but he's been pretty consistent in his selection so far. So I don't think anybody else. I think that you'll see probably the nucleus of that Johannesburg test, plus a couple of other guys getting starts that never got starts in Johannesburg. But I think for the most part, it'll be a fringe squad now looking to play for their places. Can Argentina up their game? Well, can they scrum handle it? What can they do in a week to fix it, especially when you have to trek across the Pacific Ocean? I don't think too much. I think they'll probably concentrate more on other parts of their game, trying to get that right. And remember, the Jaguares won at Loftus this year, and know that they can play an expansive game. So, but to do that, they're going to have to get some ball up front. And I think if the Bok pack gets the same sort of ascendancy, it'll be a huge boost ahead of the World Cup. So that's my thoughts, guys. Tell me what your thoughts are. Who do you want to see play at Loftus? Who do you think still needs a chance? Who's unlucky? Let me know, and I'd like to hear your views as well. Saying that, please press subscribe down below. There's a button down there. We are going to do a lot more of these videos going into the World Cup. So let me know what you want to see, what do you want to hear, what do you want to hear views about. And we can always try and help out. But thanks for watching, and chat to you soon. Cheers.